Psoriatic arthritis integrated topic, so important for exams. Watch this video till the end. Hello dear students, myself Dr. Maddineni Srinivas. Welcome to Crack Derma DrMSD. So I hope all of you know that this is a seronegative arthropathy. So if you do a RA factor, it will be negative. And remember, there are some numerical questions also which was previously asked. So 5 to 30% of the patients with cutaneous psoriasis can have the associated arthritis, and if the patients are having nail involvement, then it is going to increase the risk of developing this psoriatic arthritis. And most cases cutaneous psoriasis is going to precede the joint involvement in the patients of psoriasis. HLA B27 is a very important association with psoriatic arthritis. And also remember, there will be enthesitis and also dactylitis. So here you can see this is a patient who's having this dactylitis, that is the digits are appearing sausage like appearance is associated with psoriatic arthritis. And there is a criteria to diagnose the psoriatic arthritis. It is called as Casper's criteria, and in this you can clearly see that there is going to be a criterion which mentions the involvement of the skin, and also there is nail involvement also included in this criteria. And also, as I have already told you, this is seronegative arthropathy, so rheumatoid factor is also associated, of course dactylitis, and also radiologic evidence should be there, which we will see in the next slide. Okay, and you need to remember how many types of psoriatic arthritis are there, so you can easily remember with the help of this simple mnemonic: so sad. So why so sad? The patients are going to be so sad who are having psoriasis and also associated psoriatic arthritis. So with the help of this, you can remember all the important types of psoriatic arthritis. Yes, for symmetrical polyarthritis. Why so many O's in this? So sad. The reason is because the patients are going to have maximum times oligoarthritis, which is going to be obviously asymmetric variety. And as you can see here, this is the most common presentation of the psoriatic arthritis. And DIP and PIP joint involvement is very common. And rheumatoid arthritis patients are going to classically have the MCP joint involvement. But in psoriatic arthritis, remember, the MCP joint, metacarpophalangeal joint involvement is very, very, very unusual. So that's how you can differentiate between RA and the psoriatic arthritis. So S stands for sacroiliitis, A stands for arthritis mutilans. Remember, the patients of psoriasis, there can be complete destruction of the joints, which is called as arthritis mutilans. It is very severe form. Next is the DIP joint involvement. Distal interphalangeal joint involvement is a very, very classical form, but it is very uncommon in the clinical practice. Coming to the radiological features, like I've already told you, the most important one is a pencil in cup deformity. So here many students get a doubt, sir, which one is the pencil, which one is the cup? So very simple trick for you to remember. As you can see here, this is the proximal phalanx. Proximal phalanx is the distal most phalanx, and you can see here the proximal phalanx is forming a pencil like tip, and you can see the distal phalanx, it is forming the cup like shape. So this is the proximal part which is forming the pencil, proximal phalanx, and this is the distal phalanx which is forming the cup. So this is how you can P for P, you can remember easily which one is a pencil and which one is a cup. My question for all of you, drug of choice, can you name that in the comment section? And if this video was helpful, please hit that like button. Also do subscribe for more such awesome videos on a regular basis. In the comments you can also write thank you if this was really very helpful. Thank you so much. Happy learning. Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanam Sarvajana Sukhino Bhavantu.